So you just came back from Haiti. What did you see there?
The first impression that you get when you arrive in Port-au-Prince from the Dominican Republic by car is that a few houses have collapsed and there is some rubble underneath. But as you move closer to the town center, there are more and more rubble. Instead of every 10th house, it becomes every 5th house, and eventually you have almost the whole street that is where buildings have collapsed. And that makes you feel like increasingly, as you move towards town center, that the town is covered by a range of tombstones. Underneath each of these tombstones, you used to have, before the 12th of January, you had schools, you had clinics, you had shops, and you had ministries, and you think about all the people that were in these buildings when the earthquake happened at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the 12th of January. And that is, of course, a very sad experience, and it's moving when you arrived in Port-au-Prince. However, there is something that is even worse, and that is the temporary shelters that you see everywhere. These shelters are found in every single park, in every single university campus, in green areas, even on corners where there is a bit of space. And that is where people, in a few cases, have put up tents that were provided by international organizations, but in most cases it is just plastic sheets, cardboard boxes, or anything that one can get one's hand on to make a temporary shelter. A whole family can now be squeezed into a few square meters, and the sanitary conditions are very often appalling. The second impression you get in Port-au-Prince is that life is in fact beginning to come back little by little. You do notice several stalls on the roadside, people selling little tins, wash powder, fresh fruits even. Perhaps the prices are high, but they're available.
What specifically were you doing in your last week's mission to Haiti?
I was on the so-called post-disaster needs assessment mission. Let me explain what that is. At the moment in Haiti, we are still in a humanitarian phase to a large degree, but early recovery and reconstruction is now beginning to take on, and we have to accelerate this. But in order to do that, reconstruction and recovery, we have to find the funding. And a major international conference for Haiti will be held on the 31st of March in New York. And it's very important to equip the government and the international community with the facts. They simply have to know the facts. What were the results of the earthquake in Haiti? So a post-disaster needs assessment, the PDNA, has then been set up and is now taking place in Haiti. The idea is to assess the physical damages of the earthquake. And by physical damages, we're not just talking about buildings that collapsed and have to be replaced. We're also talking about building them back better, in the sense that we want to have now buildings that can withstand earthquake and hurricanes and other disasters in the future, so that the country does not constantly go back to the same situation.